In a quiet town where the sun rose and set with the same predictable rhythm, lived a young man named Aaron Clark. Life hadn't been easy for him. Every morning, he'd wake up with the same hope in his heart, a hope that today would be different. He walked the dusty streets, his hands calloused from work he could no longer find, his stomach often aching with a hunger that was more than just physical. It was a hunger for a chance, for a single opportunity to prove his worth. He was a good man, an honest man, but honesty didn't seem to pay the bills. Still, he held on to it because it was all he had left. One afternoon, as the sun beat down on the empty town square, he saw an old man struggling. He was frail, his back bent with age, and he was trying to carry 3 heavy bags. Without a second thought, Aaron rushed over. The first bag was heavy, and as Aaron lifted it, he heard the distinct clink of metal. "Bronze," the old man said, his voice raspy but kind. Aaron nodded, his own struggle momentarily forgotten as he helped the stranger. He could have asked for payment, but he didn't. He just helped. They walked in silence, and after a short distance, the old man handed him a second bag. This one was heavier, colder to the touch. "Silver," the old man whispered. Flicker of doubt crossed Aaron's mind. Bronze, silver. What was all this? But he pushed the thought away. He was just doing a good deed. That's all. They reached the edge of town where a lonely path disappeared into the woods. The old man stopped, his breath coming in ragged gasps. He looked at Aaron, his eyes holding a strange, knowing glint. He pointed to the last, smallest bag. "This one," he said, his voice barely a whisper, "is full of gold. It is too much for me. Please, go ahead on the path. I will catch up. Wait for me by the old oak tree." He then handed all 3 bags to Aaron, bronze, silver, and gold. A fortune, and he was being asked to walk away with it, unsupervised. The weight of the bags was nothing compared to the weight of the trust being placed on his shoulders. As Aaron walked, his footsteps slowed. The silence of the woods began to feel loud, echoing the thoughts swirling in his head. Asterisk, "He's an old man," a voice whispered. "He's slow. He can't possibly catch you." Aaron tried to ignore it. He was an honest man. He had always been an honest man. But the gold felt different. It felt like an answer. It felt like the end of his hunger, the end of his struggle. The thought grew louder, more insistent. "This is your chance. The one you've been waiting for. He's a fool to trust you. Just run." The temptation burned in his chest like fire. He looked back. The path was empty. He was alone. In that moment, a single weak thought took root and bloomed into a decision. He convinced himself it was justice, a reward for his hard life. The old man was rich. He wouldn't miss it. His heart pounded, not with fear, but with a dark excitement. He clutched the bags tighter and ran. He didn't look back. He ran as if his life depended on it, leaving his honesty behind on that lonely path. He burst through the door of his small, empty home, his breath coming in ragged sobs of relief and guilt. He had done it. He was free. He tore open the bags, his hands trembling, ready to see the spoils of his betrayal. But there was no gold, no silver, no bronze. There was nothing but stones, heavy and worthless. At the bottom of the last bag, nestled among the cold rocks, was a folded letter. His hands shook as he opened it. The elegant script read, "I am the king of this land. I have no heir, and I have been searching for an honest man to rule after me. I tested you with bronze and you were true. I tested you with silver and you remained loyal. I gave you my final test, the illusion of gold and the weight of my trust. I was ready to give you my entire kingdom. One weak thought, one moment of greed has shown me your heart. Aaron sank to the floor, the worthless stones spilling around him. The weight of his realization was crushing. It wasn't the gold he had lost. It was everything. It was a kingdom. It was a future. It was the man he thought he was. He had been one step away from the greatest opportunity of his life. And he had thrown it all away for a greedy impulse, for a single thought he failed to control. It's a simple and terrible truth. Our lives are shaped not by grand events, but by the quiet, unseen thoughts we choose to entertain. A single thought, unmanaged, grows into an action. Actions repeated become habits. And our habits, good or bad, carve the path to our destiny. Aaron learned it too late. One weak thought didn't just make him a thief. It cost him his future. It cost him everything.